Hey YouTube, it's Sean, Griffin RC Planes. I'm back. My voice is about 95% back, so we'll just have to learn to live with that for a little while and get used to it. But I missed you guys. Hey, happy Friday to you. I hope everybody gets to go flying this weekend. I don't know if I'm going to be able to or not. That weather app that I use that is the best one that I've found and is the most accurate. It's called Sail Flow, like a sailboat, Sail Flow, and it's an app that you'd get on your phone or your tablet in the App Store, and then you pick an airport that's closest to you, and there's like a, I guess you call it a county airport or something about 5 miles from me, and I pick that airport, and then it shows the current conditions and it forecasts all the wind conditions, and it seems to be spot on. I mean, it's always been great. And anyways, with that being said, it looks like this entire weekend it might be 10 to 15 miles an hour. So that'd be a bummer, but I hope you guys get to go. Well, we got a lot of videos to get caught up on, and I wanted to come up with a plan, some way to be consistent that would be good for you guys, plus it would be good for me. You know, it'd put me on a schedule. So instead of do I have time, or I have an idea right now, I know this is what we need to do, and let's stick to our plan. So my plan is to promise 2 videos a week, and maybe more, but I'll promise 2, and then I want to do like 4 different categories. So that should be 2 videos per category per month. So the first category is going to be, designated for, designed for beginners, and it's going to go from A to Z. Some of you are probably saying, "Oh, I already know all that," and others are saying, "Hey, that's good." So we're going to do like a beginner section, and we're going to start at the beginning. Not putting the battery in. I mean, we're going to start there and move all the way through on like the basics where you're flying and you know how to do some mixes, and you know exactly what the transmitter does and what switches do what and why they do what. And then we'll do another maybe like part 2 of beginner, some more advanced stuff for each radio that you may have, or transmitter. We called them radios a long time ago. The next section is going to be for like the step above that. You're at the point to where you're buying ARF planes like this, and you're putting all your own electronics in it, or you're buying PNP planes, which is awesome and an ideal way to get planes at a reasonable price. They come with everything but the receiver and the battery. So you put your receiver in it and your battery, but you got to program it, and then you're up and flying. So we're going to do like that section. So how to program them, how to set up a receiver, for your plane. Looking at the instruction manual, and it says, your high rates is 18 millimeters up and down, and your low is 10, and we're going to figure all that out, and we're going to program them, like the very basics of a 4-channel receiver. And then we'll go with like the 636 receivers, and we'll do a section on AS3X and a section on safe, and then we'll do the newer smart receivers. So we got section upon section. So first thing we got is the very beginning, for those people from A to Z, and then we got the step above that where you're starting to program receivers and put them in PNP airplanes. And then the third section is going to be your guys' request. Your ideas for a video, or what you're working on right now, and something stumped you, or it hasn't stumped you, and you just want to see me do it. Whatever the case may be. So that'll be the third, your guys' request and your guys' ideas. Then the fourth section will be just a mystery, and it'll be just a mix of everything. Just whatever I come up with or whatever I'm thinking about that particular day. So that's going to be the plan. 2 a week, 4 different categories. That should put 2 videos per category out per month, and give or take. I mean, no take. Give. Sometimes I can do 3, just depending on how things work out. We might be able to do 4. There's no telling. But followed by this video will be the very first one for the beginner section. So that'll be coming out right after this. And then followed by that is the next tier up. You're starting to program receivers for P&P airplanes. And then after that will be the request and the video ideas from you guys, which I still haven't forgotten anybody. Okay, nobody's been forgot. Con, you're gonna like section 1 and 2. That's for you, man. we still got to talk about Doug's Havoc and Larry with all the avian parameters. I want to learn more about those also. So that we might do that in the mystery section. Bradford was talking about timers, which very important. So we still got that to do. And Georgie was still wanting to know a little bit more about the fades and the holds. And I would like to do that too. So we've got tons of stuff to do. But all right, so the OMP Edge 540, it's almost done. I just got to put the rudder on. This is a cool plane. It's got like this metal VIN plate or something in it. The story is this has been given to many people. The person I got it from wasn't there when it crashed or whatever it happened. But the evidence looks like that it wasn't glued very well. Like you could tell where the tail section came apart. You could see where there was glue residue and where it broke and it started to pull some wood with it. And then right next to it there was no glue. So my thought process is that it wasn't crashed, it just came unglued. So therefore it crashed. Apparently this plane was like a demo plane. Kind of like all the other guys that are awesome on YouTube, how they're getting planes and they're flying them and doing reviews. Reviews. Apparently this was some kind of a review plane, so it wasn't even sold. I looked on the OMP website and I really couldn't find this plane anywhere. I knew it's an Edge 540 just because I have another one, and I saw that they did have some parts for sale for that plane, but I don't see this color scheme anywhere. So this might be kind of a one-off plane, but the VIN number says a lot. Now I'd have to get my glasses. It's something like 1900 or something like that. I'll tell you what, hang on. All right, so I got my glasses and I looked at the plate here. It's number 20,028, 20028. And my glasses didn't work. I had to get my other ones. These are the ones that I use to work on these planes with. And these lenses are interchangeable with different, I guess you call them prescriptions or strength of magnification. But there's some here that are, bigger than Coke bottles. And then there's the, I guess step 1 or whatever. But these things are awesome. I got them from Amazon. They weren't much money, maybe 10 bucks or something. They've got a light. I don't really use it all that much, but it does come with a light. The light I use is these. And I put them on my head like that. And then it's the light is on both sides. And then when I'm wearing these, the light's on both sides instead of the one in the middle, because it would hit this. So these lights I use at work. I think they're really cool. I go through them. They last about 2 months and they're done. What breaks on them is the plug where you charge them. The micro USB, very similar to your cell phone or something. Not the Type C, but the other one where it's flat on one side and then kind of curved where you can only plug in one way. Just after I probably plug these things in, no kidding, 50 times a day at work. So eventually that little plug wears out and I get junk in them and stuff. So I go through them. But these little magnifying glasses here are awesome. Jeweler glasses or something. Okay, back to the Ohio model product plane. I'm almost done with it. I've got to put the rudder on, 4 hinges, the screws, the holes are drilled out, and everything's ready to go. I'm not going to put any electronics in it. It's just going to be for sale like this. It's been crashed. It's been repaired. The repairs I did on the back are nothing pretty. Okay, it's strong, I can guarantee you that, but nothing pretty. The wings have a couple holes in the covering, and I put some clear covering over it. I don't see any more damage to the fuselage as far as wood or the structure. It's really neat inside. It looks like this is some kind of a carbon fiber, but I don't know, it's kind of like a fiberglass or something. Now it does have carbon fiber rods going all the way from the front to the back. We'll do some close-ups here later on, but they go all the way from the front to the back. And then I don't know if you can see it, but this is some kind of a, it's foam, and it's like really thin, almost like the protective foam when you're mailing something. Instead of the styrofoam peanuts, you get a roll of it. You know, it's like a paper towel, but 3 times as thick, and it's foam. That's what this thing is covered in before the covering. So instead of doing thin sheets of plywood, it's that foam or whatever. It's interesting that this plane is built very strong, I would say it's the best, it's the strongest by looks plane I've ever seen. And it probably is too. If it was glued better, it'd probably still be together. But the plan is for me to put this on eBay. I'll make sure you guys know the day that it goes up. And I'll try to put a link, which is the direct way for you to click and find the listing on eBay. I tried to do that with the NX8, and all the letters and symbols and stuff were there for the link, but it wasn't highlighted and it wasn't clickable. So if that's the case, I'll put maybe some little directions, where you have to copy and paste it, or you can just go directly to eBay and type in, OMP Edge 540 RC airplane. I'll tell you exactly how to find it. And I'm selling it to raise money for me to buy a computer that's a little bit faster. I bought a brand new laptop just for YouTube, and it's doing the job, but it's not fast enough. So I need something with like 8 gigabytes of RAM minimum, and a hard drive 128 or bigger. Right now I have like half of that. So a 20-minute video fills the computer to the brim. I'm talking done. So then I've got to delete stuff as it's going. So I'm glad I got that, because now I learned about computers and memory. So I'm going to sell this. I'm going to start the auction at $1. I'm going to figure out exactly what it costs to ship it, and whoever buys it is responsible for the shipping. I sell planes and mail them quite often, even all the way from here in Middle Tennessee to Northern California. It won't be more than $40. So that's how it's going to go, and maybe by this time tomorrow we'll have it up on eBay. All right, guys. Hey, thank you so much. If you're new to this channel, please subscribe. If you haven't, share them with your friends, and until next time, you'll see me here. Thank you, guys.